Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals, how you doing? Well, I have filmed this and filmed this. We've been having camera trouble today. I've also been having brain trouble and coordination trouble and yeah, just generally trouble. So I'm back again. I want to show you this so badly. And the universe is working against me. Alright, I have two of these. If you're in Australia, you'll recognise these. Woolworths paper bags. It's one of our big chain supermarkets. Yeah, where we get our food. So, we'll have many of these if we bother to keep them. I, of course, keep every single one that comes in my house. I'm drowning in them. So, I have taken two of them and I have done this to them. So, I will show you how I manage that. It's not rocket science. I just fold the bottom of the bag down so you have the same on either side. I also take the handles out because I don't need those. Now if this video does jump around a little bit, I do apologise. As I say, I've been having some camera issues today, so I have filmed parts of this and not filmed parts of this before. So hopefully I will be able to put all the footage together and bring you something at the end of the day. So I'm going to take this and cut along that line basically, just above it, because I don't want to cut into the bottom of the bag. Not for any particular reason, I just want to cut through all that paper. So we end up with two pieces that look like that. And we also end up with two pieces that look like this. Now at the end of the day, I will make a pocket out of one of these. So basically one of these is all you're going to end up with out of two paper bags. So in my book, that's pretty damn good because I have so many. Yeah, as I say, I need to use some, and if this is a way to use them, perfect, because I like these. Actually, I will show you one that I made earlier. In fact, I'll show you the one I made earlier on camera and then didn't. So this one here was my prototype. This one is made of children's book pages that I had floating around, and I just super wanted to make a cover out of paper bags. So there's literally the two paper bags sewn together, and inside there is children's book pages and with pictures and pockets and all sorts of good stuff. Scrap papers and painted book pages and yeah, a bit of reused vellum. Came from somewhere, who knows where. Yeah, so 3 signatures, 10 pages of signature. Very cute. And sort of bendy and squishy and lovely, but sturdy, and it has quite a sturdy little spine. I've just sewn it through the spine with some string, left the threads on the outside because that's what I like to do, and then covered the cover. Well, I covered the cover previous to putting the signatures in because I didn't want to look at the big green W's. So, and this is the one that I made on camera and not on camera. So exactly the same premise, except for the pages on the inside. This is so squishy. Sorry, I get excited about squishy books. On the pages on the inside, I have literally just used shopping bags. They are painted in one form or another. This is house paint. It's just been painted on with a brush. This is jelly printing with some stenciling over it. Some more jelly printing, ink dyeing. Yeah, you know it, it's in here. Some of my recent jelly printing you might have seen. And yes, it's again the same amount of pages. I think it ends up being 120 pages. It's 3 signatures, 10 pieces of paper per signature. So yeah, there we have it. This one does not have a pocket on the inside yet. I did show you how to make that, which of course didn't record, so haven't done that yet, but this one does have a pocket. That's the pocket that I made out of one side of the bottom of my shopping bag. So I'll show you how to do that. Hopefully it will record this time. Anyway, there we go. That's what I'm making. So I am going to take this to my sewing machine. I'm going to overlap these ends so that they are as wide as I would like a spine. So where's my ruler now? I've buried it again. Keep on burying my ruler. I know it's here. There it is. It's buried under all the scraps of paper that I've used to make the last two of these when my filming hasn't worked. Now, my spine is going to be about 2 inches wide, about 5 centimeters. So, but before we do that, we have to make these bags a little shorter. Now, you could just sew them together and make them this size. It's a bit tall for a journal for me. I just make them the size I want to make them. There's no specific size, but you get an idea of what looks good to you. And the way I make them the right size is very simple. The side of the bag here, of course, has a gusset in it already. I'm just going to fold that further in. So this is the mark about how high I want my journal to be. I'm just going to fold it across there and then tuck that gusset in further and do the same on the other side just by lining it up. There we go. You can see that's quite considerably shorter than the other side. We'll do the same thing with this one. And like I say, there's no specific measurements for this. I just make them the size that feels good to me. So now if they're slightly off kilter, it's not really a problem, but they're not. They're pretty much the same size. So I will overlap them like so, as I said. I will sew down here. I will flip it over and then sew down there. And then I will sew all the way around the edges of my paper bags, and that will make my cover. And it will make quite a sturdy little spine, this overlapped section that's sewn down either side. So I'm going to go off and do that. Yeah, I'll come back and show you that, and then I will grab some pages to make some signatures, and yeah, anyway, I'll go do that. I'll be back. Hi guys. Okay, I'm back. Here it is sewn. As you can see, it's a pretty sturdy little setup once you've sewn it. Yeah, I will now cover this. Yeah, that's a thing. If you don't want to see these logos, which you may want to, I don't know, but I don't. It's made of junk. It doesn't need to look like junk. I'm just going to fold my cover over on the side there just because I want to show you. I will refold it again once I've covered everything. But yeah, it gives you the idea. There you go. There's your journal cover with a spine, and that is a really quite sturdy spine. It's still flexible, but it's not going to go anywhere. You can sew through that, and you'd be lucky to be able to rip it. But anyway, yes, cover this if you want to get rid of this before you sew in your signatures, because once you sew in your signatures, you're not going to be able to do anything about this spine area. You're just going to see that, and if you don't want to see the big green W, because it's not the most attractive thing in the world, I suppose, yeah, you're going to want to get rid of it now. So I'm going to go off and do that again, and yeah, I will come back and I will have chosen my papers. I will just use the paper bag papers again, and I will show you the covered, and then we'll sew in the signatures. Okie dokie. See you soon. Okay guys, I am back. Here is the cover. I have covered it in a bit of a collage of a few different pieces of paper. Yeah, that's it. I've folded it like that with its spine. It's all good. I've actually put holes in for 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and I have chosen my papers for my signatures. Again, it's all shopping bag papers. This has got some ink dyeing, there's some jelly prints, there's some stenciling with texture, there's some house paint. It just goes on and on. Oh, there's a magazine page that was painted with house paint as well. Again, house paint, and I have this beautiful metallic house paint that was left by the owners of the house I live in. Yeah, there's a lot of different papers, but they're all, well, different looking papers, but they're all this paperback. So now that's kind of pretty as a first page. I might just flick through and choose a first page for these 2 signatures because I'm not excited about the ones that are out already. Maybe we should put that one in this first page. Oh, that one. That one's pretty. Let's use that one. One of my more recent ones. Jelly printing. Which side do we like best? Maybe that one. Okay, let's call that a cover page, and we'll choose one here. Well, why not that, I guess. It's also a pretty page. Okay. Well, I might put them like that, but no, I think I will put this one on the back. Do I want that as a cover page? No, I can't decide. I think I would rather have something different. This blue page is a cover page. Well, you don't see an enormous amount of it being folded over like that, but what's this side like? Whatever. Anyway, there you go. There's our 3 signatures as they are going in. I will put the blue one in the middle, then it's pink, blue, pink, basically. Okay. That's how they'll go. You've seen people sewing signatures before. I'm going to turn off the camera, do that, then I'll just show you the final book because I don't feel like doing that on camera and you don't feel like watching it. I say that with perfect conviction. I'll get these sewn in and I'll show you the end product shortly. Okay guys, there she is. It's all put together. So there's her cover. 3 signatures, just with 3-hole pamphlet stitch, nice and simple. Nice wide spine, plenty of pages. She sits nice and open. Good for all sorts of things. And, you know, if nothing else, it's a good place to store your jelly prints or whatever you've got. But yeah, I just love the fact that it uses up lots of paper bag. So gives me the opportunity to cut up a few more and paint them. Do some more jelly printing. So yeah. Anyway, the pocket that I put in the front of the other one, where is it? this one, this little pocket here, is made with the end of one of the bags. So what I did was decide how sort of wide I wanted the pocket here. So yeah, I just chopped off the end and made a pocket out of it. What I did actually was follow the structure of the paper bag. I'll show you. You can see in here there's this flap that runs across. I thought that would make a nice sort of reinforced pocket. So what I did was basically cut along the paper bag level with that. So it's a bit hard to show you, but I will just cut along here. So get rid of that. Then we have this, the end of a paper bag. Now, what I did was fold it out like this. So we've got something that looks like a little boat, I guess. I'll just trim this a bit so that it is actually level with the paper bag, because, yeah, like I say, it's a bit hard to cut it straight blindly. Okay, and I cut down here, just to this level, and on the other side as well. And then I took these pieces and folded them inwards, like so. And then took the piece that I had snipped through and folded it inside, which reinforces this top here, makes it just that little bit stronger. And I did exactly the same thing on the other side. Folded the side in and flipped that little piece inside to cover the top of the pocket. And then you have your pocket. You can use it this way, and then you've got a pocket back here and a pocket in here. Or you can use it like I did and glue this side and this side down, and then you've got a tuck behind it and a pocket here. Now I just covered mine with some paper just to keep all the daggy bits down. This is a nice reinforced section once it's covered with paper, and this is nice and strong as well. I'm not going to damage this pocket very easily. So yeah, there's a simple way to use up the ends of the bags also. So I hope you like this little girl. She's pretty easy to make and a good use of junk. Things other people would put in the rubbish bin. So yeah, it's somewhat of a passion to me, and a lot of the other ladies that I'm sort of affiliated with on YouTube, just making junk journals out of junk and using up those things that, you know, don't need to go into a landfill. How handy is this book going to be for me? It will be a great thing to send somebody. You know, it's pretty chunky, so I guess the postage is not going to be super cheap, but you know, what a great gift for another crafter. You know, some happy mail, or you know, another paper crafter. You send them this, they've just got umpteen pages and pages and pages of material to make, you know, whatever they want out of. Collage. Book pages. I mean, honestly, they're only a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, so there's only a little hole in there. They're pretty easy if you would like to, you know, use some of these pages in a book you're creating. All you would do is, you know, sort of snip them, snip the binding, and you could pull them all out, or just tear them out if you're that way inclined. So yeah, I think that would be a great gift for somebody who is into paper crafting. Or it's just a nice easy way to store your own papers. I mean, you could make a red one and a blue one and a green one and have your own little colour library on in your bookshelf, and yeah, it would be easy to find your papers as you needed them. So anyway, guys, there she is. There's a paper bag covered paper bag journal. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it, you know, might come in handy to some of you. So yeah, all right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming along. It's been terrific to see you and talk to you again. I'll see you again next time. Bye.